Prompt engineering is dead. And if you're still treating AI like a search bar, typing one sentence and hoping for magic, you're already falling behind. There's a new skill. It's called context engineering, and it separates the users from the architects. Here's what everyone got wrong about prompting. They thought the skill was in writing the question. Be more specific. Add more detail. Use these magic words. That's not engineering. That's begging. You're sending a single message to a model that has zero context about your project, your code base, your constraints, your users, and then you're surprised when it gives you garbage? Look at this. Same model, same question, completely different results. The difference? Context, not the prompt. The context around the prompt. And by the end of this video, I'll show you the exact 5-layer framework that replaces prompting entirely. Context engineering is the art and science of providing the right information in the right format at the right time. So an LLM can do its job correctly. Andrej Karpathy, former head of AI at Tesla, put it perfectly. The hottest new programming language is English, but the real skill is context engineering. Let me break that down. When you send a message to GPT, Claude, or Gemini, your prompt is maybe 5% of what the model actually sees. The other 95%? That's the context window. And that's where the real engineering happens. System prompts, few-shot examples, retrieved documents, tool schemas, conversation memory. This is what determines whether the model is brilliant or brain dead. And most people, they're leaving 95% of this empty. Here's the framework. 5 layers. Each one multiplies the intelligence of your model. Miss even one, and you're back to being a user. Layer 1. System identity. Who is the model? Layer 2. Knowledge injection. What does it know? Layer 3. Few-shot calibration. What does good look like? Layer 4. Tool and schema binding. What can it do? Layer 5. Memory and state. What does it remember? Now let's break each one down with real examples. Most people write system prompts like this. You are a helpful assistant. That's like hiring someone and saying, just be helpful. No role, no boundaries, no expertise. An architect? They write system prompts like job descriptions. See the difference? One creates a generic chatbot. The other creates a specialist that behaves predictably. The system prompt is the identity layer. It defines who the model is before it reads a single word from you. Layer 2 is where most people completely fail. They ask the model questions about their data, their code base, their docs, their product, but they never give the model that data. This is RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation. You take your knowledge, documentation, code, PDFs, databases, chunk it, embed it, store it in a vector database, and inject the relevant pieces into the context window at query time. The model doesn't need to know everything. It just needs the right 500 words at the right moment. Layer 3 is the most underused weapon in context engineering. Few-shot examples. Instead of describing what you want, you show the model what good output looks like. Want it to write code in your team's style? Don't explain the style. Paste 3 examples of your team's code. Want consistent JSON responses? Don't write format instructions. Give it 2 input-output pairs. This is how OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google calibrate their models internally. They don't write better prompts. They provide better examples. And now, You know the trick. Layer 4 is where it gets really powerful. This is what makes agents actually do things. Don't skip this. Layer 4 is what separates chatbots from agents. Tool binding. When you give a model access to tools, a code executor, a search API, a database query function, you're not just expanding what it knows, you're expanding what it can do. But here's the part most tutorials miss. The tool schema is context. The way you describe your tools, the names, the parameter descriptions, the examples, that is context engineering. A badly described tool? The model will call it wrong. A well-described tool with clear constraints? The model uses it like a senior developer. The tool definition is the prompt. Context engineering means treating every piece of information you give the model, including tool schemas, as engineered context. The final layer, memory. And this is where most AI systems completely fall apart. Your model doesn't remember anything between sessions. It doesn't know what you discussed yesterday. It doesn't know your preferences. It doesn't know your project evolved. Context engineering solves this with 3 types of memory. Short-term, the current conversation window. Session, summaries and key decisions persisted within a task. Long-term, a vector database of past interactions, decisions, and learnings retrieved through RAG. When you combine all 5 layers, identity, knowledge, examples, tools, and memory, you don't have a chatbot anymore. You have a system, an architecture, an AI that behaves like a colleague, not a slot machine. Here's the career reality. Companies are not hiring prompt engineers anymore. That title peaked in 2024. Who are they hiring now? AI engineers. People who can design context systems, build RAG pipelines, wire up agent architectures, and make LLMs reliable at scale. Context engineering isn't just a skill, it's the skill. The one that separates the people who use AI from the people who build with AI. Stop being a user. Become an architect. If this shifted how you think about AI, hit subscribe and join the architect path. I'm building an entire series on these skills, the ones that actually get you hired, not the ones that get you likes on LinkedIn. Next video, I'm showing you how to build a coding agent that actually works, not a GPT wrapper. The link's on screen. I'll see you there.